What's up, football fans? Today is Wednesday, September 20th. I'm Kevin Carroll. He's Joe Soprano. We are TLSportsBetting.com, your one-stop shop for everything you need to get ready for a big football weekend. And we've got some big football games on the docket this weekend. Before we get there, we want to take a look at some of these games on Thursday and Friday because there's a couple enticing games on the schedule, both in the NFL and at the collegiate level, Joe.
A couple of games I like. I know you're not a big fan of the Thursday night game, the Giants going to San Francisco.
Nope.
I'm not a huge fan of it either. If I originally was going to say just take the money line, you told me I cannot advise people to make a bet where they're going to win $1.82. That there's no sense in that.
I wouldn't put it that strongly. I'm just saying, it's not a great value for our viewers.
So it's a 10-point line. The 49ers are favored by 10. That's a lot of points for an NFL game, but I think you'll get the cover here. With Barkley out of the game for the Giants, we're going to see exactly what kind of quarterback Daniel Jones is, which I think is not a very good one. Defenses are going to be able to be free to play a true defense. They're not going to have to be creeping up the line of scrimmage to make sure they keep Barkley contained. And I think it's going to be a bad night for the New York Giants fans and their offense. So I don't feel super strongly about this one, but I think you're going to put some money down on that game. You'll come out a winner with laying the 10 points with the 49ers.
Yeah, I think if I had to take a side, I would go Niners for sure, just because they might be the best team in the league. They have won I don't know how many straight regular season games by now. They were almost 2-0 against the spread. I don't know if you saw that Rams field goal last week that beat the spread. Well, you wonder what Sean McVay was thinking there, because it was a meaningless field goal with time running out, just to cover. But you know what? That's what the great teams do. My ultimate reason for not taking this game, though, is just Thursday night games with that short turnaround. They're always a little weird. The execution's not always super crisp right out of the gate. That might hurt the Giants more than the Niners, but I think the Niners will probably deal with that a little bit too. So I'm kind of just staying away from this one. I really don't know what to make of the Giants. I know that last week was, you lose Saquon. That's hard. I think they probably will still take a little bit of pride away from coming back from 28 or 27, 21 down against the Cardinals. That was a big win regardless of the circumstances and what you take out of it.
They did come back from 28 down, but the first half of that game, if they play the way in the first half against the 49ers, the way they played the first half against the Cardinals, they'll be down by triple digits at halftime. There won't be a comeback. They were pathetic.
Yeah.
And so they've played 8 quarters this season. For 6 of them, they've been pathetic. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable taking the Niners and laying the 10.
Well, there you have it, folks. The Niners from the mouth of Joe Soprano. And remember, folks, if you are signing up via TLSportsBetting.com, maybe you've signed up with a couple of our participating sports books, but maybe you haven't placed a bet. If you want to get access to all these great codes, these great offers, these great deals, you have to bet a little bit of something. I drink DraftKings. For example, you only have to put maybe $5 through, and you'll get access to these great deals. So just keep that in mind as you're getting ready for the weekend. Like I said, not going to take a side on the Thursday night football game, but I've got 2 collegiate games on Friday night, and I think we are on opposite sides of one of them. So why don't you lead us in?
The only collegiate game I have is the Wisconsin traveling to Purdue. Wisconsin, as you just found out a little earlier, is a 6-point favorite. I think they cover that game easily. Wisconsin has not lost to Purdue since 2003. Wisconsin, even though Barry Alvarez isn't there anymore, it wasn't even Barry, the other guy, Christ isn't there anymore.
I don't know when Barry Alvarez was there last.
But they still love to run the ball. They're very effective at doing it. They're 27th in the nation in running the football. Purdue is 61st in rush defense. I think Wisconsin's going to be able to run the ball. 6 points aren't a lot of points to give up in that one. I think this is a Wisconsin cover.
So I noticed this was very interesting when I'm looking at these games. There's a college game Thursday night and 4 games Friday night. All 4 Friday night college games, the home team is the underdog. Hungry dogs run faster is the thing. Home underdogs typically, I don't know what the numbers actually are, but I know that the general consensus is that home dogs have an advantage. So that's maybe the main reason I'm rolling with Purdue here +6. I'm thank you for pointing out that the line actually moved from 5.5 to 6, so it's clearly trending in Wisconsin's direction, which is another thing I like. Not just getting the half point, but the feeling that maybe the public is going one way and I'm going the other.
Well, the public's going the way I'm going because they probably realize, as anybody who watched our videos last week should know, I was 5-0 last week. So if you're trying to decide who to listen to on this one, you might want to take that into consideration.
Yeah, I feel like I should probably put a disclaimer out there as well. I stink. I am just so ice cold that if you see my plays and you think, well, I got to go the other way, I'll give you my blessing. I'm not going to get mad. Winning is winning for whoever. I'm just here to help. But yeah, I just think Purdue at home, it's a tough place to play Friday night. Weird atmosphere on a Friday night, usually used to these Saturday games. But I don't know. I think the Boilermakers will be able to throw the ball a little bit. Hudson Card in at quarterback. I believe he transferred out of he was at Texas at one point. I think he may have been somewhere else too. But I think they'll be able to throw the ball a little bit. That's kind of the strength of their offense. Neither team is good, I don't think. I don't think either team is really going to make any noise. And even in the West, where it's kind of a mishmash every year. But I feel pretty confident just laying the 6 or just taking the 6 points and hoping Purdue. Maybe they won't win, but maybe they lose by a field goal.
No, we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be Wisconsin by much more than 6.
I've got one more Friday night play, and I feel pretty good about this one. I have the Air Force Falcons. They're on the road at San Jose State. They are 4.5-point favorites. I think Air Force is a legitimately good team. They have the number 1 rush offense in the country. They have one of the best defenses in the country. The triple option, just no matter what, it still seems to give people problems. San Jose State, for reference, is 108th in FBS and rush defense and rush yards allowed. So I think Air Force will be able to move the ball kind of at will. I also feel like I have to make it up to the men and women of the United States Air Force because I faded them last week. I took Utah State plus 9.5. Didn't think Air Force would be able to score. That was my thing last week. Air Force hung 39 on them. I think Utah State's probably a bit better defensively than San Jose State is. That's Friday night at 10:30 on Fox Sports when it's a late game. I just think Air Force is pretty good. I've enjoyed watching them, even though they've been killing me. But I'm gonna try and switch things around and see if maybe I get a bit better luck again. There's really nowhere to go for me but up.
So you're saying Air Force is going to fly past San Diego State?
Air Force is going to take to this. Yeah, they're going to fly, but they're going to fly on the ground. They're going to roll the planes across the ground. They're not going to leave the runway, but they're going to just zip through the San Jose State.
That's always a fun offense to watch.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good, and I think that people are going to figure it out. But neither team has played a super tough schedule so far. But both, the Air Force is taking care of business. San Jose State's 1-3 against some weak FBS opponents. I think their lone win is against Idaho State, I believe. So I do feel pretty confident in the Falcons. You didn't have anything else?
No, that's all I had. I gave you 2 winners. I'll have some more winners for you later in the week, but I think I gave you 2 solid winners here.
Yeah, we're going to come back later in the week and take a look at Saturday and Sunday for you, but we'll wrap it up here today. Again, if you're not already there, if you haven't already checked it out, it's on this little thing here, tlsportsbetting.com. You can head there. You can get picks, analysis, predictions, the best promo codes, the best offers, like we were saying before. Everything you need to get ready for a big football weekend is there for you at tlsportsbetting.com. So I don't know what you're waiting for. The minute you turn off this video, head on over there, sign up, and get in the game. Thank you so much.
If you're going to gamble, you might as well check this out. The only person who wouldn't do that would have to be the dumbest person in college football, and we all know that's Pat Narduzzi.
Oh, we got Pat Narduzzi in under the wire. I think that's as good a place to call it. Thanks for watching, folks, and good luck with your Thursday and Friday night games.